Hello everyone and welcome to the Aestethereal Goddess channel. I hope you're all doing great and wonderful. I'd like to thank all my returning subscribers. Thank you guys for just tuning in and dealing with myself. And also I'd like to thank all my new subscribers as well for tuning in and dealing with me as well. I want to thank you guys for just, taking the time to, like, subscribe and share. I greatly appreciate it. So this is going to be just the general what's coming in next message for you. So if you're looking for love, I did post that one on Monday. So, or Tuesday, today. But today's just going to be pretty much all about you, collective. What's, next for you. Any promotions that you guys are looking forward towards. What if you guys could be feeling like you are not missing out on some type of celebration. So the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups in reverse. A lot of you guys could be moving forward. I'm going to say moving forward, but a lot of you guys could be coming to some type of understanding or some realization about some people or some things. Possibly about some friends for some of you guys. Possibly about an event, a meeting. But I'm seeing you guys feel like you're not missing out when it comes to a group that you separated with, something that used to bring you joy. Now you feel like a lot of you guys are focused on your 10 of Cups and your 9 of Cups at this point in time. So a lot of you guys have like this vision. It's like with the left eye, it's the 10 of Cups, the right eye is the 9. So let's get a little bit more. You got Virgo. Somebody could be a Virgo or a Leo. Something could be very significant about Leo season. I feel like a lot of you guys are coming out of a place and time of being, it's a lot. It's too much. Oh, well, we can take it. We can take it. Nah. Sorry about that. But a lot of you guys are coming, out of a place of hermit mode. A lot of you guys have been just kind of staying to yourself, being able to completely move forward. So a lot of you guys will be able to completely move on and move forward from something. I feel like this could have been something that was a little bit, could have took you some time, something that you could have been holding on to a little bit, possibly. And what I'm getting that it could be, we hear a lot about love. The 6 of Swords is definitely about a mindset. It's about possibly how you move on in a mindset that no longer serves you. Even when it comes to communication with the 6, this is the 6 of Swords, relationships and finding harmony. So you are trying to find harmony and some type of balance with yourself when it comes to moving forward toward, moving from things, transitioning from things. Definitely understanding transitional periods, because you guys know at the end of the day that the 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck right here. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have with the Sword energy, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, excuse me. A lot of you guys see and have this vision of your 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys, I feel like now have the room. I feel like you guys have made enough room by removing the things that you needed to. Because I feel like at first maybe things could have been a little jumbled. I won't even say jumbled, but things could have felt like they were complicated. They could have felt like, you had just a lot of things on your mind, or you couldn't handle all the things that you feel like you used to be able to handle. And that's because Spirit doesn't, want you to handle those things anymore. It's not for you to handle. Spirit wants you to be able to just keep, how can I put this? Because I feel like we always hear keep going. And it's always about keep going. But for you, it's about taking more action. And I would say mentally, this is like a mental thing. Because, we can make a decision all day, like I'm going to do this. But to sit there and mentally accept it and mentally agree with it and try to mentally make it a habit. I feel like that's what you're working on now, making things a habit for you that work for you. All right, let's move on. So what else can my collective expect? What's good coming in for my collective spirit guides? What's good coming in generally? Career. Let's see. So we have the Emperor here. We also had the Devil. Was not expecting that. But when I see a lot of you guys, when I see these two lets me know that a lot of you guys are taking control of attachments. Some of you guys could be completely moving forward from whatever used to tempt you before. I'm seeing like a mindset. It's definitely about a mindset thing. Something about, you know, your thinking, your process is definitely changing and moving forward. You're becoming a lot more stable when it comes to that as well. The Devil here, Capricorn energy, the Emperor here, Aries energy on the board. Yeah, a lot of you guys are taking this leadership role and stepping up, and some of you guys could be finally admitting some things to yourself. Maybe some things that you could have been, you know, putting off. I won't even say put off, but things that you didn't recognize. I feel like you are recognizing that now. There could be, you know, even just I won't. We all have toxic sides of ourselves, and I won't say that this is something toxic, but maybe like a temptation or an addiction that you had. A lot of you guys are taking control of that and being able to move on from that and be a lot more stable. It could be with a relationship too. A lot of you guys could be moving on from a person, a relationship, a familial situation, something that you felt stuck in, chained to, something that you felt with the moon right here, uncertain. You didn't know what was next. This was something that I would say made you just never knew how you would feel, whatever, when it comes to this. It put you in an up and down roller coaster. All right, let's get a little bit more. What is good coming in for my collective? We have the Queen of Pentacles. More earth energy. So some of you guys could be strong, heavy earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy out here. I believe we're in Taurus season or going towards Taurus season. So this kind of makes sense. This might resonate for Taurus. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is all about grounding, nurturing, and just being abundant, of course. But a lot of you guys, I feel like, are taking back control when it comes to something that was making you not grounded, something that kept you in this devil energy or this devil energy around you. A lot of you guys are taking back control and you guys are grounding it. Or you guys are replacing something with something else. You'll be able to replace it with something else. It's going to bring you abundance and bring you good fortune as well. Something that's going to, whatever Spirit wanted you to let go and move on from, Spirit is going to replace that. Yeah, and then we have the Justice card here. Yeah. With the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. And then we do have the King of Cups. So Spirit is definitely allowing you to, like I said, replace whatever that attachment, whatever was toxic, with whatever, like I said, this new thing that's coming in for you. It could be an opportunity, but like I said, whatever it is going to allow you to be able to remain balanced. I'm hearing stay balanced, remain balanced, especially with this Justice card here, Libra energy on the board. Ace of Wands here, fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. More earth energy and some water energy as well on the board. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we have a little bit of everything kind of out here. So this is letting me know that there are going to be some good things coming in all areas and aspects of your life, especially when it comes to a new beginning. I feel like this is just like a restart for you, though. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. It's gonna be a big restart, and like I said, it's all about becoming balanced. You guys are now in this balanced place, in this balanced area to now where you can focus on it's something creative, something where you might be making something. It could be like clothing, it could be something where your hands have to get involved. You could be a tarot reader like me. You could do anything. There's many things out there. But like I'm seeing like creativity. I'm seeing like glue. I'm seeing, you know, epoxy resin. Somebody could be doing that. Like I'm seeing like just arts and crafts materials, like molding molds for some odd reason. Glass blowing too. Somebody could be into that or doing that. Or that could be something that you might get into. Or these might be things that I'm also seeing that whatever you're going to be replacing this thing with, like it could be a new business, it could be a hobby. It could be a hobby that turns into a business for you. You're going to be able to just create from it and allow it to be able to. I'm gonna put this. It's going to it's going to allow you to be able to turn a hobby into or turn something small into something bigger. It could have been something that you put off for a long time too, something that you could have forgotten. Yeah, definitely something you could have forgotten. But this justice here lets me know that things are coming into play and coming into balance for you. I also kind of see it as like divine timing card as well for me. But the time now for you for a new beginning is now. A lot of you guys could have been waiting for a new beginning, hoping for a new beginning. I'm hearing some of you guys felt like things could have been stale for a little bit. This new beginning will be coming in slow though. And it's something that you're going to have to be a little bit cautious when it comes to your emotion and your empathy, your emotional management and your emotional intelligence. It's something that could be trying on it. So this is going to be something that requires you to, like I said, it's going to require you to release, of course, but it's going to require you to switch some things around. I'm seeing some things being moved around. Maybe your routine might get switched around by the end of this month, or yeah, I would say by the end of this month. Something's going to get switched around for you. It's going to require you to kind of adapt so that way you're able to find the flow again. Something about finding the flow again, especially with this King of Cups here. You're going to have to take your time with this and really find the flow within yourself emotionally and make sure that you maintain that as well. But this new beginning is going to help you, I feel like, also develop a certain way that you see emotions in a better way. It's going to help elevate you and help upgrade your emotional intelligence to where it needs to be to be on this path and this journey and to receive this abundance, to receive whatever this is. And so for a lot of you guys, it's a lot more of the work that you've been putting in is being recognized. Or spirit always recognizes the work we put in. But you're going to start seeing some changes. I want to say at least by Wednesday. I'm doing this. I'm recording this Tuesday, but this is going to be my Wednesday reading for my mid-April, midweek, just general check-in. I'm trying to get organized for y'all. Trying to, create some series and playlists for y'all, so that way, I'm just not all over the place. But definitely, a lot of you guys will be able to. I also see some of you guys are going to be also. Love could be coming in for you guys slowly. If you guys are worried about love and that's something that, you're focused on, because some of you guys could be already, we're all on different paths and different areas in our journey. Some of you guys could, already be secure in your career or secure in your business, secure in your family, secure in your social life. But some of you guys are not secure, in your relationships or vice versa for any of those things. So depending on where you are, you're going to be able to, that emotional fulfillment that I feel like some of you guys been missing, something that kind of makes you extremely happy, something that kind of gives you that motivation, something that gives you further motivation to want to go harder or to want to go above. I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting a challenge. So some of you guys are going to get that challenge, but I feel like a lot of you guys want to change, and a better change where you can relax and just be able to kind of coast with the Six of Swords and just kind of move and transition. You know, you want to be able to kind of transition around your life in different areas of your, just that you go through, and being able to move forward when you need to, being able to stay there. Just like, we would do in the boat. The boat allows you to travel and kind of move where you want. You can go here, you can go there, you can stop here, you can slow down here, you can kind of wait here, you can, it's different things. So a lot of you guys are at this place and point to where you guys are understanding what you need to do, what you can only control, which is your reaction when it comes to things, to be able to continue that transition, to be able to continue that continuous flow just through all areas, love, making decisions, just anything, even when, little stuff that happens to you, or just the same, regular little stuff that we all go through. A lot of you guys are, understanding what needs to be done on your end and your part, and kind of understanding a little bit more about that transition, that Six of Swords, that flow, mentally, what you need to, do, and at least kind of set yourself up in a way to start getting yourself back to the dock, to get back on that boat, to move forward. If that makes sense to you guys, to journey back to that boat. See that boat as just you just moving forward, like your spirit, like your higher self of you moving forward always. Because regardless of not, you're going to be on your journey, your path. We do have free will, but for some of you who do resonate with the thought that, regardless of not, you believe that what's meant for you is what's meant for you, and no one can take that from you. No one can take your destiny away, regardless of not. To each his own. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is what this is definitely talking about for a lot of you guys. It's definitely about getting the rewards, reaping the rewards for a lot of the personal hard work you've been putting in, and seeing it. And I'm seeing a lot of the personal hard work, you're seeing it within yourself. A lot of you guys are proud. A lot of you guys are, like, kind of tilting your head and noticing, like, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not noticing that. So a lot of you guys are making these, I want to say, like, little bit large waves in your journey, in your spiritual journey, just your understanding, your development. I'm hearing spirit is kind of shocked. Like, sometimes, like, how a group of friends be like, I bet you, or like, okay, so say somebody leaves, say your favorite cookie is samosas, the Girl Scout cookies. like I talked about that in another video, but anyway, so say that's your favorite box, right? Say you and your friends are all hanging out. It's such a simple one, but just leave it at that. No, you know what? Let's do pizza. We're gonna do pizza. So say you and your friends are all hanging out, right? Like, y'all order pizza, and there's like one piece left, and your friends are like, I bet you she'll do it. I bet you she'll do it. I bet you she won't. Someone's like, I bet you she won't. Like, people are, I won't say spirits making bets, but I would say people are making bets against you. You have some good, you have some bad, of course. But spirits also kind of thinking like, spirit knows your heart, thinking like, she ain't going, or he or she's not going. The collective's not going to do that today. It's okay. We'll come back at it another time. We'll send them another signal today. And then all of a sudden you get up and you do it without them even having to, like, remind you or show you or give you any synchronicities, is causing extreme waves. It's making your spirit team very, very proud. Just almost speechless by even you being able to kind of just channel, like, you're picking up, you're strengthening what you're able to pick up empathetically, if that makes sense. You're allowing your frequency to go higher and higher and higher, and you're able to start picking up those direct messages and those direct links from the ascended matter. Goodness, can't talk. Ascended masters, and from your angels. So a lot of you guys are definitely, like I said, going around some changes. There are going to be some changes in your routine. We have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, a lot of you guys will definitely be able to see an improvement with your finances. And this is something that you're going to have to keep quiet. Keep this to yourself. Do not tell nobody. Keep this to yourself. Keep it to yourself, okay? Don't tell nobody. People don't need to know. Even people ask. And how I see that now for myself, when you know, I know some people want to check in on you, but I've always kind of been the person where, like, I'm not, I'm the friend, like, you're going to drag me out, literally, because I'm just so either busy or just don't like people. Sometimes I just don't like people and I just want to be comfortable. That's something I'm working on myself, though, you know, just getting out of my comfort zone. The introvert part of me screams, but the extrovert part of me is I feel like I have both, a nice balance, but maybe not. Some of my friends say I don't, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, so emotionally stable. So we have emotionally stable right here. Like I said, a lot of you guys, it's definitely about that healing and that emotional stability and that empathetic growth that's being displayed from you. We have remove any intrusive thoughts. So Spirit wants you to remove any intrusive thoughts. Remove these thoughts. You know, replace those thoughts with intuitive thoughts. Replace them with intuitive. So, and having intuitive thoughts instead of intrusive thoughts. Things getting better, right? So things are getting better for you. So I want you to know things are getting better, and you will start seeing that. You just got to keep putting in that work, keep putting in that time that, you know, makes common sense to you. You know, you don't have to do all that extra. Common sense at the bottom of the deck. Do what makes sense to you. Do what sticks with you. You don't have to go grab a, you know, a spiritual healing book. It would be helpful. I feel like it'd be helpful because you just never know. I'm one of those people, like, you know I don't have to do certain things, but let me try it this way because it might be something I might be able to learn, and or spirit is trying to show me something. So keep that in mind. Some of you guys might be kind of stubborn and hard-headed like me when it comes to things like that. I got to keep that in mind myself. Sometimes I hear myself talking, I'm like, dang, I gotta take my own advice too. So keep that in mind for yourself. Keep in mind with some bad habits. Yeah, definitely could have been some bad habits that were hindering you at one point in time that are being removed, and are people, things, or situations that have bad habits, or could have turned into a bad habit. We have burdened by a lot of burdened by a lot of responsibilities. Oh yeah, a lot of you guys could be having a lot of responsibilities at this moment, but things will be getting better from responsibilities. I'm saying, let's get one more. Let's get one more top. Close it out. Let's see. So Spirit wants you to not pretend when you feel like you're losing control. We have losing control here. Spirit doesn't want you to pretend. Spirit wants you, and what I'm getting from this is Spirit wants you to keep, I don't even say pretend. Spirit, you have this air about you that people don't know, that when you feel like things are you feel like things are out of control, but they're really not. It could be like someone coming over your house and being like, you know, you're like, well, excuse me, you know, I didn't clean up. And they come in, they're like, girl, it's clean in here. I don't see nothing, but it's not your clean. You know what I mean? It's not up to your standards. So you could be feeling like you're losing control because certain things are not up to your standard. Spirit wants you to know that it's not necessarily about that. You got to think deeper, broaden your horizons, and strengthen and as well as heighten your awareness and your consciousness as well when it comes to that. You got to kind of expand it. You can't keep a closed, rigid mindset. You have confirmation right there. So this is confirmation for somebody who needs to hear this. If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button as well. Subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Greatly. So like the things are getting better, all around better for you. We have better opportunity. So things are just, you're going to have something coming in. And it's like Spirit doesn't want me to necessarily tell you, because I feel like you could have been trying to research this for months, days, hours, seconds, trying to count down, trying to figure out. And collective know, you know, Spirit knows that you guys are really smart. And you guys are like Nancy Drew, Sherlock Holmes. You guys are going to try to figure it out. If it's something that you can, you will. and go to extreme lengths to do it. So Spirit doesn't want you to do that. Spirit wants you to stay focused on what the assignment, this assignment that Spirit gave you and got you. I guess if that makes sense, because this assignment is more or less like it's going to be something that turns into like a temporary thing to like an official permanent thing. So contingency for right now is going to lead to permanency. So keep that in mind. I know it's easier said than done, but keep doing what you're doing, collective. I'm very proud of you. Spirit's very proud of you. And I'm just happy to see, good things are coming in for you and are probably already happening for you. So I hope this message did resonate for you and with you. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe and share and comment. Please don't be afraid to like and subscribe and comment. Be greatly appreciated. I'd like to definitely pick your brains to see what you guys think. So I will go ahead and I'll work on some more readings. Let me know if you guys want me to do some sign readings. It just takes so much time, but you know what, I'm gonna try to just. But if you do want some sign readings, go ahead and comment. Currently, right now, I'm not open to any bookings, so keep that in mind as well. But I am working on some cards. I got some stuff that I'll be actually uploading on my Etsy shop, so look out for that. I'll be trying to post something about that a little bit more, and I'll start mentioning it a little bit more and closer to the date that when I'll have it posted. So, and you guys can be able to purchase, of course. I have codes and all that for you. So, all right, take care, guys. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.